Although we may not realize it, much of today's music exists as an iteration in not only interpretative qualities but also compositional, from sampling to covering. This musical DNA is especially apparent when multiple artists are signed under the same creative directors and/or derivatives of music labels. Many genres have utilized both of these qualities to the point of becoming an aspect to them.
How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly.
Ooh, but I watch her so sadly. Yes, I would give my heart gladly.
But few have gone as far as the internet-born music genre known as vaporwave. For the uninformed, vaporwave is a music genre that is thought to have started somewhere in late 2009 to early 2010. In its initial days, the genre consisted of sampling 80s and 90s music as sound collages. These sound collages of samples are chopped, looped, pitched, slowed down, reverbed, or mixed with any of the previous effects. The end goal is to create a distorted, drone-like soundscape from the original material. One of the hallmark projects of this genre concerns itself with a particular album made by a relatively obscure artist known as Vectroid. Under the alias Macintosh Plus, Vectroid would go on to create said project, an album known as Floral Shoppe. Track number 2,
リサ・フランク420現代のコンピュー
translated to Lisa Frank 420 Modern Computing, on this project would become the poster child of the genre. Lisa Frank 420 Modern Computing would eventually be called Macintosh Plus as a conversational shorthand. The track samples Diana Ross's It's Your Move. However, few know the lineage of this track. When it comes to a genre that is based on sampling, it would be meta if Your Move by Diana Ross itself was not the initial composition. This, of course, is the case. As mentioned before, the direct sample that Macintosh Plus uses would be Diana Ross's It's Your Move. It's Your Move, sung by Miss Ross, was originally released on September 13th, 1984, as part of her album Swept Away. The track opens with a high-pitched synth keyboard playing the following chords: an introductory A minor chord, to E minor chord, to A minor 7th, to E minor 7th, back to A minor 7th, then to E minor 7th, F sharp minor 7th, D major, G major, Apart from the instrumental changes and minor interpolations, these chords would serve as the central basis for all It's Your Move covers, as it harkens back to the original composition. On June 3rd, 1983, the duo known as America would also have their own cover of the song, featuring on their album sharing a similar title name to said cover song, Your Move. As expected, the same chords exist, but the general vibe falls in line with a folk rock type of swing. And now finally, the track that started it all, the original cover of It's Your Move sung by Doug Parkinson, an Australian R&B artist, released in March of 1983 on his album Heartbeat to Heartbeat, and listed as track number 4 on the A-side of the album. Doug Parkinson would go on to perform the initial It's Your Move cover in a rock and roll R&B type style. By just playing the instrumentals of each of the 3 versions, one can observe the musical lineage between the Ross, America, and Parkinson versions of It's Your Move. For the most part, the basic chord progressions are the same, with slightly different melodies. realm of lyrical content, it's worth noting that all 3 versions do not have different lyrics. This is due to the fact that each version stayed true to the original songwriters, Stephen Kipner and Terry Shattuck.
I don't understand it cause you won't say yes, but you
Don't say no,
saying no, we shouldn't. You keep holding out.
you don't let go.
I'm giving up, I'm trying.
Just sunny things.
That you it's you. I made all of mine.
Time is running out.
Make we can go on. You understand? It's all in your hands. It's your
I think it goes without saying that the instrumentals differ in, well, the instrument department. The Ross cover utilizes synthesizers, and its general vibe is soul and poppy, whereas the America version and the Parkinson version uses the same set of instruments, guitars, electronic keyboards and guitars, as well as drums, but differing in that the America version is a folk type of rock, and the Parkinson version counts as soft rock and R&B. I was puzzled for some time when I first noticed the Parkinson version of It's Your Move randomly popping on the internet sometime in 2018 before disappearing again due to copyright disputes. Few people would take notice of this project. However, the ones that did would make Reddit posts concerning the existence of the initial It's Your Move cover. Finally, sometime in February of 2019, the project would be found and uploaded in its entirety. That is, the whole Heartbeat to Heartbeat album, including the initial version of It's Your Move. Whether this was by a fan of Parkinson or a Parkinson affiliate remains unknown. Well, that's it for this video. I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend DJ Angel Fyre, also known as DJ from Another Planet, who helped me find the Parkinson version of It's Your Move about a year and a half ago, because it was so difficult to find back then. And yeah, he really did a lot of work to help bring that on the internet. So if you're interested, his links are in the description. He makes music, so check him out if you have time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you on the next video.